welcome. Welcome to Room for Rent podcast.
Room for Rent. Ooh.
Who are you?
I'm Malik B. Thank you so much for
I'm
having
Maria
me.
B.
I know.
Yeah. How do you say your last name?
Basil. And how do you say yours?
Bruggere.
Bruggere.
Is that why you go by Malik B? Because you don't want people to even like try to...
Well, no, that's not it. Because if you go to my Instagram, it's my last name. If you go to your Instagram...
I know, but that's confusing because then I'm like, is it like... Are you trying to go the Beyonce route where like one day you just drop the B and just be Malik? Or like, do you know what I mean?
Well, it was a childhood name. Like my friends always called me Malik B. Because Malik was like, it used to be Malik. Like they so used to saying Malik, but it's like, I never heard of Malik. So they was like, I always tell people it's the French version of Malik. It's a roll up Malik.
That's because everybody pronounces my last name Bruggere.
Bruggere.
Because they pronounce the French way, and I correct them, and I say, no, this is America.
Bruggere.
And it's Bruggere.
But if Bruggere, if you just like the way you pronunciate that just sounds like your last name come with like a bowl of crumpets or crickets.
A bowl of crumpets? You think it sounds British?
Yes.
No, it's like they added an E at the end of World War II to make it sound less German. So maybe you might be onto something.
I might be.
You're smarter than I thought. Okay.
Wait. Whoa. This is how we start off?
You're breaking down names here.
Nah.
Like I had you on to talk about roommates, but we could talk about phonetics and language and
because you're trying
countries.
I get what you're trying to do. You're trying to live rent free in my head. Room for rent. I see what you're trying to do. It's a play on words.
That's the whole reason. I'm just trying to get to know people.
You're trying to die.
I'm going to try to live in your mind.
Yeah, what?
You think you're here for an hour. Yeah. I'm in your mind forever.
That's what it is? Mm-hmm. What made you want to start this podcast, like Room for Rent?
Oh, are you interviewing people now?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm the first episode. I better be.
Yeah. Oh, you think you're the first? I'm going to edit that part out. I'm gonna put you at 20.
I wish the hell I would. I wish the hell I would.
No, I want to start. Like I've had like 13 crazy roommates, and I'll talk about them.
Damn.
Yeah, as the podcast goes on and as time goes on. I've had a lot. I mean, I've lived with both my parents as an adult.
But that doesn't count.
Yes, it does. As an adult, if you live with your parents after college, that's a roommate situation.
No, it's not.
Yes, okay. It totally is.
No, it's not.
It totally is.
Just because you're like, okay, they say you technically supposed to be on your own after you turn 18 or after you graduate high school or something.
And a bitch was not on her own.
But it's so many people now that is like accustomed to like living with their parents because the rent is high as shit. Are you paying attention? A studio costs $2,300.
Yeah, but like I'm from Oregon originally, and so then I moved to LA, and then my mom moved to LA, so I lived with her for a little while. Then I moved back to Portland, so I lived with my dad for a little while. Like it was just easier.
But did they have houses?
No.
So
well, yes and no. Yes and no. Like I rented an apartment with my mom, and then I stayed at the house I grew up in with my dad. Yeah, so it was a roommate. Like we were paying rent.
Okay, but did your dad have a house?
He did.
So that's not a roommate.
Yeah, but then he moved into a rental.
A rental house?
Yeah. So then it is kind of a roommate. Yeah, it is.
You staying in an Airbnb with your dad. That's exactly what it is.
No.
It's not.
Here's what makes it a roommate situation. Then we're going to get into your story.
Okay.
This is what makes it a roommate situation with my dad is I was working full time and I would work like 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. I worked at Nike and I had these crazy shifts and like I worked on all the sneaker stuff. And so I would work like 6 to 3. So I'd get up really early and I'd come home and I was so tired because I'm not a morning person. And I would go grocery shopping and be like, I'm going to come home and cook and do all this stuff. And my dad doesn't cook, but he likes to throw things away that are in the fridge when there's a smell. And so he would like throw stuff away that I had just bought. And then I would come home ready to like cook like veggie stir fry, with all the fresh food that I made. And he was like, oh, I threw a bunch of stuff away. It smelled in the fridge. And then I would go into the fridge and the stuff that was causing the smell is still in there and he'd thrown away like all of the stuff that I bought. Yeah. And so that's a roommate thing. That's not a parent, like, because if you're living with your parents, ideally you're a kid, you're probably not going grocery shopping. Like the parent should be doing the grocery shopping for you. And so when I'm spending my money on...
But you're taking care of your dad, basically. Essentially, that's not
yes and no, but like he shouldn't have thrown away... That's a roommate thing. Like
no,
that,
No, that's a roommate childish, thing. Okay?
I'm not... No.
Childish because the fact that
I was cooking dinner... How is me cooking dinner for my dad childish?
I'm about to tell you. For the fact that you like to equate of like living with your pops to like, what really grinds my gears is when I buy like what? That's a roommate. No, you're trying
That's
so
a roommate
hard.
thing.
You're trying so hard to make it a roommate thing, but actually you're just living with your dad. dad.
Okay, well, if you think you know roommates so well, let's talk about yours.
I don't, but
See,
I
that's
know.
the thing. You don't know.
I never.
So let's hear it.
Oh,
you've lived with? You haven't had like a traditional
Nope.
roommate situation.
Always live. Every relationship I've been in, I always either they move in with me or I move in with them. I'm never alone.
And when you say them, you're talking about girlfriends.
Yes, of course.
You're not talking about parents.
No.
You're not talking about sisters.
No.
You're not talking about college roommates.
No. And I couch
You're
surf.
talking about the ladies.
Yes, the ladies.
You're
and
a ladies'
also,
man.
No, I'm not a ladies' man. But
A little bit.
I don't know. I'm afraid to be alone. So yeah.
So will you like go see a movie by yourself?
Yeah. I'm talking about like living on my own.
Okay.
Like when I love my space, my peace. But if it's like 3-4 months or something like that, now I'm getting accustomed to like branching and being on my own because I'm mature. But ever since I moved out of my parents' crib, technically, I've been with a woman.
Okay.
So in 2015, I was like always living with a woman.
Okay. So you tell me what you want to talk about.
I can talk about
which
I'm an open
story,
book, whatever.
Or do you want to talk about the first woman that you lived with? Because
The first woman.
that's a new experience, right?
That was new. Yeah, that was new. I didn't know I wasn't contributing.
What do you mean? Were you
Like-
she was doing all the laundry?
She was
and everything?
she was doing everything. She was paying rent. She was like grocery shopping.
Oh, so you were just squatting at this
I was
woman's
like,
house.
oh, this is dope. This is this is just like my parents' house. This is
Oh my God.
I didn't know. I was so
How old
oblivious.
were you?
I think I was like 22.
Okay.
22,
Oh
and
my
I
God.
met her as my ex, and then when she was like, "Yo, you don't contribute to anything," I was like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "Yo, you over here?" I was like, "Oh, you pay rent for real."
But
So,
how
like,
long did you live there before she said that?
I was
3
over there
days?
for like a couple of months. Nah, a couple of months. Like
shit.
I brought the Xbox over. You know it's real when you
So
bring the
she
Xbox.
was waiting to see if you were going to do something before she gave you a little bit of time to be like, okay, let's see
technically-
how he lives.
Nah,
and then you
technically
didn't do
we
shit.
weren't together. She just moved out here. I met her like 2 weeks or 3 weeks when she moved out here, and she lived with the roommate. And I used to go to her
Okay.
crib when she had a roommate, and then they had a falling out, and she moved into like a studio apartment on her own. I was like, okay, let me help her move, and I was moving my stuff in with her.
Wait, so how long did you know her before you guys moved in together?
Like 2 or 3 months. She was bad.
Okay.
Yeah, she was my
I
ex.
thought it was 2 or 3 weeks. No.
Nah.
Okay. She was bad.
Yeah.
So she was good looking, or she was like
Yes, good looking.
amazing all the way around, like
she was
great
good looking.
person.
She was good looking, amazing all around, great.
Because I feel like
person.
at 22 as a man, like you're probably just gonna move in with a hot girl. Period. Like you don't
Yeah,
care about what's
and
going
we
on. in
both
the
were
brain.
young. I think we're kind of like the same age. I was born a little bit before her, something like that, like
Okay.
a couple of months before her. But we was
Okay.
roughly the same time. Just moved out there. She was bad. And I was like,
Was she
God.
working or was she in school?
Yeah, she was working.
And you were not doing shit.
I was chilling.
How are you? You
I
were
was
working at all?
out. I was working out. That's what I was doing. I was the only work. No, I wasn't. People was like, you're a homosexual. Nah, this is when I'm.
I've
fresh
never.
off-
Wait, hang on. I've never heard that term. A hobosexual.
Yeah.
Is that what, like
That's the
you've been
thing.
called that multiple times?
Oh no, I did a skit around it and it did 1 million views. Like when a guy.
Okay.
when you-
Don't brag or anything.
Oh yeah, sudden, 1 million views. Y'all probably seen me, so I'm not
my
about to
God,
brag.
don't listen
But
to
nah, it's like when you make love to a woman, give her the best sex of your life because you need a place to stay afterwards. Yeah, so that's like, and then you kind of you're in a situationship and y'all start living together.
Have you grown out of the hobosexual lifestyle?
Yeah, 1,000%. I'm making money now.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
But money changes like the whole
Yes.
scenario and like how you look at
Yes.
women and how like okay. But I never was a user, even though these stories sound bad. I never was a user. Like even with my.
I think
ex.
we have to let the audience decide that because
No, I wasn't because I okay. So look, so let me tell you a true story.
Because
So-
you can't go, I'm saying I'm a homosexual, all this stuff, but I'm not a user. But then
I'm
you
not.
just describe something that's basically
I
using
was
people.
so oblivious to paying
You're just
rent.
saying that the dick is that good.
Okay,
Is that what you're trying
I'm
to
not
say?
saying- So look, let me tell my story. Can I tell my story? Can I tell my story? Because I gotta dig myself out of the hole. The women, 3 women just like turned off this episode. Let me just bring them back.
They're going to watch the whole thing because you're
Okay.
here.
So so she moved to, so I was on a movie. So I
Yeah.
shot Creed and then I met her. And then when I got another movie, was on Burning Sands on Netflix. And while I was away, she was like, yo, I'm gonna move into an apartment. Do you want to move in with me? I was like, yeah, that's dope. Hell yeah. Where is it? And all that. You know, she was like, okay, because I was still staying with my parents. So I'm filming a movie. I come back, we move in together. I'm getting my checks, all that, and now I'm contributing. Now, the thing about acting, those checks start to slow up. So it slowed down a lot.
Yeah.
So she was on the verge of moving back home. Then I got my residual check from the movie Creed. And it was a large amount of number. Yeah, so it was a lot of money. I was like, look, here you go. This is a lot of money. I'm going to pay, for all the months I didn't contribute, I'm going to pay 8 months of rent in advance. She was like, oh my God, 8 months of rent. Here you go. You can do whatever.
In advance? That's
in
almost
advance.
a whole year.
A full year. I was like, look, here you go. And our rent was $1,500. So I was like, here, this all me. So I appreciate you. So she was like, okay, so do whatever you want. Now, this is the time where she wanted to, I didn't want, girls, young girls, she's a pretty girl. I don't want to work anymore. You know what I mean? So I was like, do whatever you want to do. We kind of had a falling out. And then I was like, all right, look, my credit wasn't good enough to to like live on my own to fill an apartment. So when we broke up, she went her way, I went my way. And that's when I kind of like did my own thing and got my own spot. And then I met another girl.
But you were in your own spot. So then did that girl come in and move with you?
Now she had a better spot. So
oh my God. So you're a homosexual, but you're also an opportunist.
No,
you're
I'm
like,
not.
you're an
No, I'm
opportunist
not.
homosexual.
No, I'm not. I'm not at all. So I moved in with her and it was fun. It was dope. She had a loft downtown. She was cool. We had a good time. And then unfortunately, when that kind of like things broke up, I went with my parents for a little bit. Then I moved with myself. And then I just did that for a minute. And then what else? What other chick did I move in with?
So you've lived with like 4 girls.
I think so, around about there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are your pet peeves that women do that you've lived with? Like, are they messy?
No,
do they cook? Like, do you find women who cook? Is that a requirement?
Yeah, no, they cook for me. Like,
so you got lucky. That's not because everybody has their checklist.
I know. I'm so thankful and grateful for all those 4 women. I'm thankful.
You're a hungry sexual too.
I'm a hungry. Well, look. If you want me to cook, I don't. I'm like I don't know. I'll be on YouTube.
Can you make macaroni and cheese?
Nah, I'm that awful.
You can't make macaroni and cheese from a box.
I probably can. Yeah, if I put my.
You've
mind
never
to
tried?
I never tried.
Have you ever cooked anything?
I mean, I cook. Yeah.
So what do you bring to the table as a roommate?
I'm not a roommate.
Yeah, but you living with somebody, it's a roommate situation.
We're shacking up.
Okay, you can use the slang term for it. That's fine. It's a roommate. But like, what do you bring to the table as a roommate?
I bring
Do you do laundry?
I bring stability.
Not financially, clearly.
Well, yes. Yeah. But that's.
I mean, at times you have, but not always. I won't knock you all the way down.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You better. That was 8 months, and then the other girl,
But like, do you do laundry? I mean, you don't iron because the shirt's a problem.
Okay, well, I had a jacket over myself. Now, I do iron, but also I do laundry. I take out the trash. I clean up. I make sure I'm OCD. Like I don't like nasty.
So you're like clean and tidy.
Oh my God, yes. You will come home from a long day at work to a spotless clean.
Will you pick up her stuff, or do you only pick up your stuff?
Well, women are very particular about like laundry. Like a couple of women have like, oh no, I'm good. I'm like, okay, it's fine. Like I'm very like that. Like I want my clothes washed a certain way, so I just do it.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, you want me to wash? Nah, it's fine. So someone like, yeah, thank you. And I like hear the clothes and I separate them. So yeah.
Do you drop the towel on the floor? You know, people do that. Like after they shower, they just leave the wet towel on the floor. Like they don't hang it up to dry.
Absolutely not.
You hang it up.
No, we always had like fucking mats, like bathroom mats.
I know, but like the towel you use to dry yourself off. Yeah. A lot of people just leave that on the ground. They won't hang it up to dry.
It's either you put it to hang up or you put it in a hamper. It's only 2 options.
Do you wash your towels after every shower? Like, do you always?
Are you talking about recycle?
Yeah.
2 showers max.
Really?
2 showers max.
Okay, I go a whole week.
Is that shit?
No.
Oh my God.
Well, because growing up.
What the hell? No. I don't care about it. Just whatever you're about to say afterwards.
No.
It doesn't.
Wait, a whole week is not bad.
A whole week?
Yeah.
That's 7 days of you washing that. You know, there's germs on that towel, right?
Yeah.
And
but they're my germs.
But you're reusing it, so that defeats your shower.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
You get clean in the shower. I don't.
So
towel off with a dirty body.
Wait, tell me how you dry off.
What do you mean how I dry off? Everybody dries off the same.
How do you dry off?
Oh, I like dry off my arms.
Okay, with the towel, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I do the whole thing. And you dry off your whole body.
And you do that 7 days a week with the same one.
Generally, yeah.
Okay.
But here's why. Do you want to know why?
Okay, I
you
want to
know
know why. Yes.
Okay. And this is going to make me sound like, for people who don't know me, they're going to have like preconceived notions or whatever. But growing up, I grew up in like a 12,000 square foot house. Okay. So we had.
Humble.
Yeah.
It was
big. I mean, I don't know. What do you want? Like, I'm not going to lie about it. Like, it was a beautiful home. My parents built it, and it was on 60 acres in Oregon. It was like this farm, like whatever.
Congratulations.
It no longer is in the family, so it doesn't matter. But so when you have a house that big, you have to have people come and clean your house. Like it would take my mom a week to clean it by herself. So we always had housekeepers that came once a week and clean, and they would like change all the sheets on the bed, and they would wash the towels, and they would like, do all the stuff that housekeepers do. But as a kid, that was my routine growing up. And so I did chores and I did laundry. Like I had things I did as a kid that I was responsible for. I wasn't like some spoiled brat, but I never really had to wash towels until I got to college, I guess. And so I just never, it was the 7-day routine. Like my whole family's like that. Yeah. They might not like that I said that, but like we all wash our towels once a week.
That's disgusting.
I don't think it's that bad.
I don't want to judge you and your whole family, but damn it, that's nasty.
But if you've met some people in my family.
Yeah,
we look pretty clean.
Yeah, I do. But
I look clean right now, don't I?
Clean on the outside.
Yeah.
Germs on the inside.
Clean all the way around.
Nah, man, that's so.
Look, there's probably some guy out there that would pay me $150 for my dirty towel. So
I believe that because guys are nasty. They're filthy.
Oh, they're disgusting.
I know, yeah, 1,000%. But I'm never been that. That's why living with me is such a luxury because I'm not like a nasty person. I'm
not a nasty person either.
Yeah, you're not a nasty person.
You just said I was though.
No, yeah. When it comes to that towel, 1,000%. You disgusting. We'll talk after this podcast. Damn it.
No.
How often do you?
Okay, here's
I'll
another.
I'll go buy you towels.
How often? You can buy me towels.
I'll buy you towels.
I'll send you which ones I want.
No, it's no which ones. These are going to 99.
I like the really soft ones.
I'm going to Target and I'm whatever it is.
Oh my God.
Whatever fits.
No. So you wash your towels after every couple uses.
Twice. Max.
How often are you cleaning the toilet?
Oh, that's a good question. Damn, at least like once a week.
Okay.
Yeah. If not, then the girl is you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's happening once a week no matter what.
Yeah, because
that is important.
Yeah, it's very. You don't want rings and that stuff underneath the rim and all that.
Black stuff.
Yeah. So I just. And plus, all you gotta do is do the scrubber bubble. It has so much technologies to just steal it. You remember back then? It used to be
what was that? That was an aggressive toilet scrub.
Hell yeah, you trying to get the shit off? It's some little some marks around the toilet, man. But anyways,
I don't know what you're eating, but I'm concerned.
Nah, back then used to clean the toilet with a Brillo pad. Remember those?
Oh, I know. No, because here's the thing with the housekeepers, I never cleaned a toilet until I got to college, which I'm okay with. I'm not. No, I wasn't lost. It all came very naturally to me.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know why. I think it was just
you was always.
I wasn't a spoiled brat, and so it was when time came for me to learn how to do laundry as a kid, and I got to college, and I had to learn how to do stuff. But I also think my parents got divorced at the end of high school for me, and so I had to start learning how to do things on my own before I got to college.
What did you live in a dorm?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you have roommates in your dorm?
I did.
What pissed you off about them?
My first roommate was a random that I got assigned to.
Black or white?
She was white. I mean, I went to school at Oregon State. It's mostly white people. I had a diverse friend group because I was friends with all the athletes, and the athletes were the only kids that were not white that came from other places. Everybody else was kind of from Oregon. And
Gotcha.
It's very much an agricultural school, so it's white farmers.
Okay.
So my first roommate, she was white. She was this heavy set girl I think she was from Eugene or something. And she was a recovering alcoholic.
Ooh,
at 18.
You got the bad one.
Yeah. So she'd been to AA and stuff as an 18-year-old. And she wasn't drinking when she moved in, but she would supplement, she would eat a slice of cake from the cafeteria every night. That was her, is that funny?
Wow.
That was her coping mechanism as at 18. And so, when you're...
You might as well smoke a cigarette after that.
I know.
Shit. Cake every night.
Oh my God. Well, so she and a lot of people gain the freshman 15 and stuff because you're learning how to portion your food out and you don't know how to do everything. And you go down to the cafeteria and you have meal points and you're like, I can just get one of each. And so there were a lot of people that were in my friend group that the first semester did gain a little bit of weight. And she was definitely gaining weight, but we had nothing in common. What do you mean? How can you tell when somebody's gaining weight?
You already said she was already heavy set.
Well, she was large. She just would get larger. Fat people can get fat until the end of time. I mean, not fat people. Anybody can get
Got you.
I mean, think about my 600-pound life. It could be my 700-pound life if you let them reach their goals.
Man, but they look the same to me. If they 600 pounds and there's I lost 20. You sure?
There's 800-pound people out there.
And I wouldn't even know the difference between 800
Well, she wasn't that big. I mean, I don't we don't need to get into her weight, but that's what she did. And so we had nothing in common.
Okay.
And then I met a girl down the hall who was your stereotypical blonde who went tanning 7 days a week. And we had a lot more in common than I had with the other girl, even though we were still very different. Mm-hmm. So I ended up moving in with her.
Okay.
And she was hilarious. I mean,
what was
I was present when this is crazy.
It's a roommate
I was
story.
present when she was introduced to her first black person.
Oh, she never seen a black guy ever.
Apparently not. I mean, maybe it was her shtick of how to be cute and flirty, but we were in the dorms and a bunch of the football players came over because all my friends were whorish, and so
congrats.
Yeah, they'll love that I said that.
Shout out to them.
Yeah.
We need whores in this.
No. Well, we were in college. Everybody's having fun.
Experiment.
Yeah. And so this guy Lance came over.
Oh, Lance sound black.
And Lance was from Pasadena.
Ooh.
Yeah. And
big
he was,
son.
but he looked scary, but he was
sweet.
not. He was really nice.
Yeah.
And
that's how they are in Pasadena.
Sometimes.
Scary but sweet.
He could be scary if you want to, I suppose. But
okay.
So I go, hey, this is Lance. And she goes, oh my God, you're my first black friend.
She said that out loud.
Yeah. And he was in college, when you're young, people are a little more forgiving. And this is before the woke times. And so people didn't. And she was like, you guys sing that song, chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side. Which is it's not even a good, it wasn't Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne was big back then. It wasn't Drake. It was this one-off, one-hit wonder. I don't even know who sings that song.
Me neither, but we did sing that. She was
and
correct.
his response was, man, black people don't eat soup.
That is true.
And that was just the mic drop moment. Is it true?
That is true.
Because I feel that was just the best defensive thing you could say. What is she going to say after that? Oh my God, I love chicken noodle. What is she going to say?
Well, chicken noodle soup. Back then, I eat soup, but I'm saying the majority of, I don't speak for all, but I eat soup. But maybe he was just trying to make a joke.
As black culture, they don't eat soup?
Yeah, we do.
I haven't researched
We're
this.
starting to wake up. We're starting to wake up.
I mean, soup is good. Soup is good.
Some of my friends, I got a lot of girlfriends that are black, and they was like, yo, what's the soup of the day? I was like, every time I take them out. I was like, okay, they starting to wake up.
Have you ever laughed at the soup of the day on Fridays? Have you ever been out on a Friday night and you go somewhere where they have a soup of the day and you ask them, and every single time it's clam chowder?
Clam chowder. Oh my!
Have you ever noticed this trend?
I haven't noticed it, but I've been out and I'm like, yo, they'll ask what's the soup of the day.
Yeah.
It's clam chowder. And it was
Yeah.
like, okay.
But do you know where that comes from?
Where?
So Catholics, do you know anything about Catholicism?
No.
Okay, so back in the day, probably still, but I think less so, people who are Catholic would have fish Fridays. So every Friday they would eat fish, for dinner. And so I think restaurants, also adopted some of that back in the day when it was really popular. And so when I would go, I sound like such a brat. I grew up riding horses, and we would go to horse competitions, and we go out to eat on Friday nights, and we would go places that had soup of the day, and we would ask the waiter, we go, is the soup of the day clam chowder on Fridays? Because it was always... It was we would laugh about it. It became this huge inside joke. So now if you go out to eat on a Friday and you go to a soup of the day place, this will come into your mind.
Clam chowder.
Yeah, because you'll be like, when you hear somebody say clam chowder at a restaurant, you'll laugh.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna just ask, but I'm just to test your theory out.
Yeah,
I think
100% am right.
I think you should just like starting off. You should be this person that ride horses. Live in houses. You should just put
Live
it
in
all.
houses.
You should just put it all on a plate.
good to be housed.
I understand you trying to be like I'm your normal girl. No, you're not the normal blonde.
You don't think I'm normal?
You should flaunt. You be like, yo, this is what it looks like when you talk to a rich chick. Like you gotta hone it. You gotta get it.
But I'm a working girl.
Can I tell them what you do? Okay, god
What?
damn. Like
what?
Can I tell them like, yo, who you are? Like you
Well,
you have
who do
your
you
own
think
company?
I am? I don't know if you know who I am.
You have
who
your
am
own
I?
company. You have your own company.
No, I don't.
What are you talking about?
No, I don't. I work at an ad agency.
I thought you said
I don't own my own company.
I thought you said you owned you.
I don't own it.
Okay. Well, you are a big time player at that said company. Like you're a you're a higher executive or something like that. You're up there, and then you have a house. You have a whole house.
I do own a home.
Okay, you have a whole house. All
But
right?
it's not it's not an LA house.
Yeah, but it don't matter though.
It's in Oregon.
Your dad lives in it.
Do you also want my social security number or?
Nah, I'm just saying you should just fucking like just tell like, yo, you gotta understand you're not watching a podcast about a normal blind room for rent. Okay, this should be like Room for Rent, but I bossed up. Like that should be the full title of this.
But
podcast.
here's the thing: this is how you know that I'm not I'm not all that. Is because I'm still renting. I still have a roommate. I have a roommate right now.
Is he a homosexual?
No, it's a woman
It's a
for
woman?
starters. And she's got more jobs than I have. She has a full-time job like me, and she works another part-time job because we're bad bitches.
Oh, okay. Well, I get. You see what it is? It's like you should be like normal bad bitches, something like that, because you above. You're
Here
above
you are.
this.
You come on. I have you on my podcast.
Yes.
And you come on here trying to rebrand the whole thing.
You have to, because it's like the.
I'm not rebranding. This is it, baby.
You're not. Listen. You're not rebranding. It's also about like, you got to be like, yo, okay, what's your story? Like, who did you live with, roommate story or whatnot? You like, yeah, that's beneath me. Now, when I used to ride horses when I was little, we used to go to our cabin.
We just had a whole conversation about towels.
Oh yeah, that doesn't have any. Your nastiness doesn't have anything to do with your.
It has to do with
success.
roommates. This has to do with roommates.
Yeah, no, 1,000%. But your dad is not a roommate. I love
My
like how
dad
you
is
try
a
to-
roommate.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. So anyway, so back to the black guy, Lance. Was he cleaning up in the dorms? I know he was.
Oh yeah.
I could tell.
I mean,
I could tell. Yeah.
yeah.
Because he was like, yeah, black people don't eat soup, but what's up with you though?
Yeah, no, I mean that's not his real name, but
Oh, gotcha.
he was a.
I could tell Lance wasn't a real name. Because if you're in Oregon,
Well, he was technically a blood, and then his roommate in the dorms was a Crip,
they had
and
Crips
so that
in Oregon?
no, they had a football team,
Yeah.
and so they had all these guys, especially guys from LA. Like it's so easy to go to college up there, and they can't get like UCLA and USC is more competitive, and so Oregon State is kind of an underdog football school.
Gotcha.
And so a lot of guys that weren't 5-star recruits would come there, and they'd get a lot of playing time. And so Lance was from Pasadena, and the other guy was from Compton,
Shout out.
and he was a Crip.
Shout out.
And I didn't know anything about gangs or anything like that, but I knew that the Bloods and the Crips didn't
beefing.
get along, but they were roommates. Like they got along. I hope I don't start like a gang war by
You're not.
saying this
You're not
because
dead over there.
I don't know what I'm talking about. But so they were friends. So we would hang out with them, and then there were other guys. Like there were Samoan guys that we would hang out with, and like there were white Mormon guys that we'd hang out with. Like the guy who's the punter of the LA Rams, I went to college with, Johnny Hecker.
Oh, the black guy.
No, he's white. He's very white. He's a redhead.
My bad.
He's a tall redhead. He does the.
I was thinking about the Oakland Raiders.
Do you watch pro football?
Yeah.
He does like the fake. He does the fake punt and then he throws a pass because he's a quarterback in high
I
school.
think he did that like last weekend. I think we still.
Yeah,
lost,
I think he did it in the Super Bowl. But anyways, so yes, they all cleaned up. All you had to do at Oregon State was play football.
Yeah.
And we had the biggest parties because I lived with 5 girls and we were all friends with all the athletes.
Hair everywhere, by the way.
Oh, hair everywhere.
In the sink.
Food everywhere.
That's the thing about women. Women, if you live with a woman, you're gonna see hair in the sink.
Yeah, but if you live with a man, you're gonna see hair in the sink too because you guys shave.
Nah, not at all. Oh, you're gonna see like hair in the tub. We shave in the tub.
No, a lot of men shave in the sink. Haven't you seen those things that it's like you attach it to yourself and then you suction cup it to the mirror and then you shave so that the shavings don't get into the sink and all over the bath? You've never seen that?
No, we haven't. It's white people shit.
Never seen.
No, I've
Bring
seen
that-
it. It's
pull
like
that up, please,
Instagram.
if you
It's
can.
like Instagram ad shit.
Oh, it's an ad. Oh no.
Like
you
no,
gonna
it's not
find
like an ad. Like people do it, but like I've seen it on. It's like one of those like as seen on TV thing. Remember as seen on TV? Like, are you gonna pull it up? Oh my
He's gonna
God,
pull
here
it
it
up
is.
now.
I don't even know what to search.
Yeah,
You don't even
that's
know
it.
what
The
to
white though. Yes, see all that?
What is that? Let me see. Pull it up a little bit. I can't see.
I gotta find the screen. Okay, I got you.
That right
yeah, the
there.
beard bib.
The beard.
The beard bib on Amazon. Would they like to sponsor the podcast?
I'm trying to find the black guy using this.
Okay, thank you, bro. Because I did not know.
Oh, Michael D'Angelo. Shout out to Michael
Damn.
D'Angelo. He's definitely
That
not
was
black.
a good one. That was a good one.
That guy is bushy.
Yeah,
Like,
he
look at
is.
those eyebrows.
You know how long that's set up? Like, I'm not doing that. I go to the
No,
barber
I
shop.
think that's a lot of work. I think that's like for men who have a woman that hates the hair so much that that's like a deal breaker. So then they have
Yeah.
to do that.
No,
That's
I
like a
don't do
Red Lobster bib, right?
Shout out Red Lobster.
So
I
you
love
don't.
their
Okay, so
biscuits.
you shave in the shower,
Yeah.
but do you have a mirror in there? Because
No,
you, I mean,
I
you
sh- I
like
shave
it's-
I
you-
shave my body. I don't shave my.
Okay, are you a full body shaver?
1,000%.
You shave your legs?
Of course.
You shave your armpits?
Yes. Yeah. Like,
Seriously?
I'm dead ass serious.
Why don't you just get it waxed?
I'm not getting it waxed.
Why?
That's.
Have
I
you ever
leave-
been? Wait,
I
have
leave
you ever
stuff-
been waxed?
No. I leave stuff for women. I do not want. That's
no,
why I like.
people,
no.
men get waxed.
No, they don't.
Oh yeah, I dated a guy. He didn't do it when I dated him, but he had his ass waxed. I was shocked. He told me that like it was before I knew him. I was shocked. I was like,
why would he tell you that information?
I don't know why he did it.
Why would he even tell you that? Why we not we
Have you ever
passed
had your
like-
ass waxed? Is
Why
that
would
something
you
you'd
even
like
ask
to
me a
reveal to the
question?
internet
Why
today?
would you ask me that kind of question? Nah,
I
never.
feel like maybe the answer might be yes,
It's definitely not.
because you got a little scared.
It's definitely not. Now I shave around it. I don't even like my certain private part. I'm like my balls to be played with because it's too close to the
Do you
butt.
have one of those trimmers that is like specifically for the balls? There's
They
a
have-
name
they
for
have-
them.
They have those?
Yeah, the Manscaped.
Nah, I just.
Do we need a picture of that too?
I'm old fashioned. I use
Manscaped. Everybody's podcasts are sponsored by Manscaped now.
Let me see.
I've never seen what one actually looks like. I don't know what the difference is between that and a beard trimmer.
I just use a razor.
Do you use shaving cream or you just use water or soap?
Man,
Or?
I use shampoo. I'm in the shower.
You use shampoo?
Yep.
Wow.
Gets it done.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
That's just like clippers though, right?
Yeah, but it's like waterproof and you can use it in the shower.
Oh, I
Do you
didn't
have a
know that.
Manscaped?
Nah, I want one now. I want one.
Okay. All right. I know what I'm getting you guys for Christmas.
How much is it?
$100.
I'm gonna get you a towel. Give me a man.
You're gonna give me a towel,
Let me get
just
you a
one towel.
Yeah, that's
Oh
a
my
good
God.
swap.
Yeah, the Manscaped thing is crazy. I think you need one. I think
Now-
you might be more inclined to shave your balls if you have one.
Are you a dishwasher? Like, do you wash dishes, or are you like, kind of like?
Do I just put them in the dishwasher?
Yeah.
So the first apartment that I lived in didn't have a dishwasher in LA,
Yeah.
and that was rough because I was like big into cooking at that time, and I was working out a lot, so I was like making all this food, doing all this shit,
Meal prepping.
and that almost killed me.
Washing
Like
dishes
that's where I become a little bit of a spoiled brat. I'm like, I can't live without a dishwasher. Like I didn't have AC. I had to go downstairs to wash my laundry, and I didn't have a dishwasher. And like, I can live with some of those things. I can't live without AC anymore. But I don't.
no,
I like having a dishwasher.
Yeah.
Like,
That's one thing I need. I don't want my laundry to be so far away. Like my my washing and dryer machine, and I can't live without AC.
yeah, I can't.
If I do, I'm gonna live on the second floor. I
Did
need
you
to have
grow
a
up with
balcony.
AC?
No,
Because a lot of people in LA don't
See,
have
my
it.
Pops, Inglewood. When we first moved out here, we lived in Inglewood and on Beach in Glenway. I just keep every time I look up, I just keep remembering fans when I live with my pops.
Did you know that fans, like depending on which direction they spin, either make the air stay down or go up?
Didn't know that.
There's some, I'm going to sound like an idiot the way I'm describing it, but like depending on the time of year, you're supposed to have it spin a certain direction.
I didn't know that.
Can you imagine knowing that like 20 years ago? Your life could have been so different when it was hot.
Oh,
no idea.
wait. While we're on weird things, I don't want to interrupt and just change the subject. Did you know that if you get gas in the morning, you get more gas?
What?
Yeah. Okay. Now let me
Wait,
drop.
hang on.
Yes. Let me spread
Okay,
the
now we have
knowledge.
to change the podcast to gassed up.
Nah, I just want to, I just want you to drop. I want to drop a gem. If I find out something, I'm going to share it. So it's colder in the morning.
Yeah.
Usually. So when it's colder,
Sometimes.
it's less oxygen when the gas tank. So more so, you're getting when you pump, you can pump the $20, and then like in the morning, and you get more gas. It's full because it's cold and it's less air, and as opposed to if you do it like in the midday when it's warm or something like that.
So do you think people in Alaska are getting cheaper gas because
1,000%.
it's freezing?
It's free. Yeah, it's cold early in the morning.
Have you tested this theory?
I tested it.
And it was true.
I think I got like
'Cause I will
I
literally-
think I got like 4 or 5 gallons more.
Are you serious? That's
I-
a lot.
Okay, I may be lying about the 4 or 5, but I know I got.
mean,
more
that's a
gas.
lot. That's
I got
like
more
a-
gas. Like I looked at so I put $20. I put like $25 in, right?
Okay.
Like I put it in today actually
Okay.
at like around like 3 or 4 o'clock.
Okay.
And I did this purposely because I saw it on Instagram and Twitter. You know, Twitter's sometimes lying. So my needle went
Especially now.
halfway. But when I did it in the morning, it was over half. I swear to God, I kid you not. So I was like, yo,
Okay.
getting gas in the morning, try it.
I'm going to try it, and I'm going to have
Test,
to
and then
report back.
what do you call your people who tune in? All your renters,
Yeah.
all the renters that
All
that
the
watch
renters.
this, do it and report back to me. Seriously.
No, I've never heard that, and
I promise you, yeah.
And I'm a little bit of a know-it-all. Like I
Yes.
like to know weird shit.
Let me. Can you type in getting gas in the morning or something like that? Like,
I'm surprised there hasn't been a TikTok. You could probably make a viral TikTok off of this.
I saw it online and I was
Was
like,
it a video that you saw?
no, it was a tweet. It was a tweet. Let me see if I saved it.
Because I bet you could also then get more at night. Like if you're like coming home late at night from, you know what I mean?
What do you mean? Like
If you're coming, like if I'm coming home from a show at 2 a.m, then if it's cold out, you know, because it's kind of the middle of the night at that point, you can probably get more gas too because the sun's not out.
I don't know. I don't know.
Some people
too
might
much.
call it an urban legend, while some believe it to be true. If you fuel up your car at night or early morning, you get more fuel for what you
See,
pay for.
I'm trying to tell you, yo, I'm not tripping. I don't know if it's an urban legend, but I don't want to. They probably gonna be mad at me.
What
The
kind
black
of web? Financialexpress.com? Yeah, I believe everything they say.
cool.
Jesus.
I think the black community don't want to keep it under wraps. It's like, man, this motherfucker gonna tell everybody.
No.
Like, yo, I swear to God.
You think it's a black community thing?
Well, black guy tweeted it.
Okay. So that's how we classify things.
figured, yeah.
It was tweeted by a black guy. It must be for the community.
And then everybody under there was like, yes, he's not lying. Like, I knew
my
this.
God.
I was like, damn. Like, you're not getting a whole bunch more, but a whole lot more, but you're getting a lot more.
Okay, wait. Can we go back to talking about toilets for a second?
Go ahead.
Do you have a bidet?
No, I would never do. I heard about
Why you feel?
bidets.
Are you afraid you're gonna think you're gay or something?
No, I just don't like. I don't like butt stuff. I don't like nothing around my butt. Like if I didn't
So
have
what
to
are you
poop,
gonna? Have you had a prostate exam yet?
No,
Never.
No.
I don't know what age guys were supposed to get them.
I don't know. I think guys just stopped
you-
going to the doctor when we was like, man, all right, this is enough.
No, because you're gonna have to get. Most men get prostate cancer.
I eat right. I eat good.
That has nothing to do with prostate cancer.
What? How you get prostate cancer? Since you just know
Well,
it all.
cancer. A lot of cancer is caused from like hormonal. Like that's why women get breast cancer. So prostate cancer is like breast cancer for men, which
Yeah.
sounds so. I feel so stupid saying that, but like most men will get some form of like prostate cancer or something like that. But it's a slow growing cancer. So either you catch it early and you have like you die of something else. What? How do you get prostate cancer? You get old. It's not clear what causes. Nobody knows what causes cancer half
So
the
you
time.
you just talking now. See? We
No,
just
I'm not
Google-
talking.
So I see how
I'm
we
not
just-
talking.
see how
I'm telling you what you have to
See, I'm
look
trying
forward
to tell you.
to.
Look, she's talking about most men. It was like how you look. So when you get it because you, it's like what?
No,
it's like
you
breast
get
cancer
it.
is for
And
men.
then you either have your prostate removed or you
Of
have
course,
radioactive
I heard
seeds
that-
put
I
in
heard that, but like, how do you?
and you have radiation and stuff.
I told you I eat well. You was like, it has nothing to do with eating.
It doesn't. No, I mean, obviously, like the healthier
they
you
say-
are, you shouldn't get cancer. But I know perfectly healthy people that get cancer and die.
But god damn.
I know. Well, you want to take it there.
Oof. That was tough. Okay, so going back to
the people out here drop like flies.
they are.
You see somebody in LA, they'll be like, I went to the doctor yesterday, a clean bill of health,
Bro,
and they just drop dead.
I think, that's why I don't like going to the doctor. Wherever I got. I try to like take vitamins and eat right.
Okay, so but you don't want anything in your butt, so you don't have a bidet.
I don't have a bidet.
You don't have like, have you ever put a light in your toilet bowl that makes it like light up?
No.
Like a disco toilet
I heard
bowl?
about nerds.
I got one of those from my grandma.
I like different color. That's hard though. I like different color. Like my toilet lights up. Like when I clean the toilet and they have like the blue and the purple.
Oh, you like that? That makes
I
you
like
happy?
that. I was like, yeah.
You get a little hit of like dopamine with
and
that?
I take a piss and it turns you green and
Oh, so you're just a scientist.
yeah. I experiment with the colors.
Do you have like poopery or anything?
Nah,
Like,
my
you're
poop-
not a courteous.
My poop don't. Nah. My
Oh,
poop
you
don't
just
stink.
think your shit don't stink.
My poop doesn't stink. Like if I
Everyone's
eat out,
does. Has anybody ever told you that?
what?
Everybody stinks.
Everybody stinks?
Yeah.
No, not at all.
You think yours doesn't. You sound
know.
like my mother.
Mine don't. I'm trying to tell you, mine don't stink. Like if I poop and give it to you, be like, it's no smell. It's no smell.
No.
I promise
Oh
you.
my God. No, that's not true. Because they have poopery. You know what that is?
Yeah, no, that's like we
And
put
then
it
they have
around.
this new thing called dude bombs. Have you heard of these?
No.
You put it in. Have you seen the dude wipes where they're like wet wipes for men when they go to the bathroom? You know, like people like wet wipes. When they
Yeah,
go to the
yeah,
bathroom.
yeah.
And so now there's dude bombs.
That's fine.
So you put it in before you go to the bathroom, and it releases the smell so that it doesn't smell.
That's perfect. Like that's men being courteous to women because sometimes like you go in that bathroom, you be like, God damn.
Yeah, when you go in, you
Nah,
feel that about yourself.
I'm like, man, that's why I changed my diet immediately. I don't really eat. Like that's how you know my piss will let me know if I'm like eating bad. Like if
What
it's
about
like
asparagus? Asparagus is good for you.
that is, but it doesn't make me stink though. Like
You just think you're so perfect.
no, oh my God, yo, no.
He doesn't
I'm
want to
trying
let the ladies down.
my women know me, they love me, and they know like yo,
my
even
God.
with the girls that live with me, just like they were like, yo, man, like I'm not to say I'm the dream to live with, but I'm pretty up there. Like
Okay.
I'm perfect to live
So-
in a living situation, basically.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that. I mean, you're pretty easy to get along with. So, and you, besides the wrinkled shirt,
Yeah, well, don't
you
stop saying
you
it.
seem like your car is clean. Like you're clean enough, you know. Like
No,
you
but
don't
but
look-
it's not about it's okay. Cleanliness is next to godliness. We know that, right? So I try to make sure that I am always when I do live with women, I'll make sure they're always comfortable and also make sure it's tidiness around there. Because
that's great.
Yeah, and women love that.
You
women
must have a good mom.
Yeah, she's cool.
Yeah.
She's cool. She's all right.
No, I mean, like that's where you learn stuff. Like you learn all that.
Yeah.
You know, like
well, my pops is like that. My pops
Yeah.
is very militant. He's very
Yeah.
like tidiness. So
so. If you're living with a woman,
yeah,
how long before you fart in front of her?
I don't fart in front
You
of my
don't.
mom.
You
Nah.
don't. I love that.
You love that? You nasty.
No, I don't. No. I'm not. I love that you don't.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. I don't even. I'm about to say
yeah,
you
my
like
kink
nasty.
is men farting
Yeah.
in front of me.
I'm like, what the? Like, I'm learning a lot about you tonight.
No. Yeah, that's why I started a podcast.
Oh
so
my
I can get my
God,
kink.
yes.
No, that's not. No, I think it's so gross. Like,
Yeah.
I
don't do it. Like I even when I live with women, I don't think they haven't seen me defecate. Like I run the shower, I run the water. I like you not about to hear me.
Do you get like nervous about that? Like, because that's like a woman's thing generally. Is like
Yeah.
the stereotype is that men don't care that they'll take a dump
Not like
anywhere,
that.
and
Not
that
like
women will hold it for 4 days.
I'll
and
hold
like
it. I'll hold
risk-
it. I'll hold it. You know what's the worst thing is? Let me tell you something. The worst thing is if both of y'all go out of town and y'all in one hotel room.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my God.
You don't go to the lobby.
Well, I didn't know it was a courtesy for letting people like give them their time in the morning or in the afternoon. Like, I'm gonna go downstairs.
okay.
I didn't know that. So now I'm knowing that. So I used to be like, you know, where we about to go? I'll be in a hotel. I'm a hotel person. I go there to lay down.
No, I love hotels.
Yes. Oh my
I
gosh.
love
It's
them.
amazing.
I'll go to a hotel just to hang out with you.
Yes.
In like a totally
Yes,
platonic. Like
that's
if you ever, You want to get a room.
I swear to God, I just chill.
Yes,
The beds
room
are
service?
dope. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, yo, watching TV. It just feels like it makes you get away from what you have at home. Like, even if
yeah.
I go up to like Santa Barbara or San Diego or even like damn near Long Beach
Or Vegas. And people are like, let's go walk around. No, let's stay in the room.
the room.
Like
I paid so much money.
Especially if you stay at
for
the
it.
right hotel in Vegas.
I love the Cosmo. The
You
Cosmo.
do? I had a bad experience. I only stayed there once. I had a good experience and a bad experience because the hairdryer was broken and they couldn't get me a new one because it was like 117 degrees.
Yeah.
But then I found a $100 chip on the floor in the casino. Oh. Yeah. So that made it like a little bit better. But yeah, I'm okay. So you won't fart in front of, what if women fart in front of you?
Then that woman is not mine anymore.
Okay. So that's a hard line in the sand.
Like if she just like gas it, I'm like, oh wait, what was that? Like,
what if she farts in her sleep? Does that make you laugh?
Yeah.
Because that's funny.
I had a girl fart in her sleep. I was like, oh, oof, oof. You know what I mean?
You didn't laugh? I would have laughed.
I was like, yo.
My dog farted this morning. Dogs like generally are silent but deadly farters.
Oh yeah, you smell it.
And then this morning he let out like a full blown squeaker right after I'd taken him out. I was shocked.
Yeah, that's why I don't have any pets and stuff like that. Because, dogs. I don't even like dog sitting.
Really?
No, I don't like that.
Did you grow up with dogs?
Nah.
Okay, so you'll never have a dog as a roommate.
Nah, I never have a dog.
What if the girl has a dog? Deal breaker?
I mean, no, not necessarily. I learned. I'll try to adjust. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm no dog. Like, no, I ain't like that.
But what if it like I have a dog and I would let my roommate have a dog, but I wouldn't want them to get a dog that sheds. Because like if you have a dog that's mostly inside that sheds, you're cleaning all the time.
Yeah, nah, I wouldn't see. That's the problem. Like, I don't want to add to like already work. Like, why? It's not my child.
Yeah. No, I don't like the shedding thing. Okay. What were we talking about? We were talking about farting, but we can wrap it up.
Okay, at the end, you always got to tell you got to have a roommate story. All right, so this is my roommate story. So this is how you end your podcast. Okay, so your roommate story would be
how he
like,
tells me what to do.
Okay, so my roommate story, a crazy roommate story. So I remember when I was living with my ex, and I I left my phone at home, and I was doing something. I was in the streets and stuff like that. I was like 10 minutes away, and I was like, oh my God. I was driving back. This is a funny ass. I can't believe it. So I left my phone at home. Like, right. I was like, damn near. I didn't realize until I was like 10 minutes away from the freeway. I get back. So I'm back. I was like, oh, I'm panicking. Yo, tell me why I get there and I see her with another dude on the couch.
Did she know that you left your phone?
No, she didn't. No.
So she was doing the same thing you were doing.
Yes.
So you caught her.
Yes.
So then did you turn the tables? Were you
Hell
like,
yeah, I did. Hell yeah. I can't trust you. I'm out here giving you my all, and this is the type of shit you do. Babe, no, it's not like, what is it like? Give me my goddamn phone.
Did you break up?
Hell yeah, I break up. But dude.
But you guys have a...
Yeah, we got it. That's what I'm saying.
You had a perfect situation going where you're both doing your own thing, but you live together.
Yes.
You should have stayed.
Huh?
You should have just stayed.
No, but I'm too emotional.
She's not going to get mad at you.
I'm too emotional, though. Of course I stayed. I'm like, I didn't pay rent that month. What the hell?
So then did you move out after that month?
Yeah, I think we moved like 2-3 months after that.
Did you walk in on them like in the moment?
Nah, not in the moment, but on the couch. You could just tell like it was just like, because I remember it was just 10 minutes. So he could have been waiting outside or something like that. I left my phone. And then I was like, oh, shit. I was panicking. You know, when you leave your phone, you driving like a NASCAR driver to get back.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. I was swerving.
If you're in the wrong.
Yes, I didn't stop at any lights. I remember like it was like, I'd be like, it'd be yellow, and I'd be like, it red. I'm still zooming.
Oh my God!
And I was like, then I looked, and I came in.
Was this before Face ID, or was Face ID already?
No, it was a fingerprint. It was a fingerprint thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like it was easier to get into phones before Face ID.
Yeah.
But that's crazy.
Yeah.
So did she Did she like try to keep you at that point, or was she like, no?
Yeah,
I
she
like
was
this?
fighting because she never knew I was doing me. She never knew that, and still to this day, she probably don't even know I was doing me.
Do you think she'll see this episode?
If she does, she'll be like, "That."
Give me her name.
motherfucker."
I'll send it to her.
Nah,
I'll deliver it to her door.
I can't. I can't. But that
That's
was my
great.
crazy.
Okay,
Yeah.
look, you may have never had a traditional roommate, but those
Yeah.
are some pretty crazy.
Man,
stories.
I've been through a lot.
Because I think you're probably going to live with a lot more women in the future. Like maybe not a ton, but like I think you'll live with a few more.
I think so.
You're a young guy,
Yeah, I think
so
so.
we'll have you back on when you get a new one.
Okay.
And you can talk
I like
about the
that.
last one.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that was the craziest one. But I just remember I was like, I don't even know if I should tell you that. I forgot about that. Yeah, she was. I was like, and I'm like, man, what?
That's like a movie. That's
What?
like a scene out of a movie. Where like you're going and you're so nervous and you think you're gonna get caught because she's
Yeah.
going through your phone. Like
Yeah.
you expect her to walk in and she's on the couch going,
She didn't even know-
like,
yeah,
who's
she-
Trisha?
Yeah.
That's
But I was like, yo, I ain't.
wow.
I was like, oh,
That's
hell
how
no.
you know you have good karma for a
Yeah.
bad. You should probably have bad karma, and
Yeah.
it's somehow it's still good.
I guess so, but I don't. I don't know, but yeah, that was a weird story. But I was like, let me just say it. I forgot. I was
I
like,
like
oh,
it.
and then we,
I
after
like
that,
it.
3
I love
months,
it.
we've been.
Well, thanks for being on the pod.
Thank you so much for having me.
Where
I'm-
can people find
They
you?
can find me on the internet if you don't, you don't know.
Oh,
by
if
now.
they don't know it.
Yeah, I mean TikTok, Instagram, Facebook,
Yeah.
Twitter.
You think people should already know who you are? Is that how you feel?
I think so. I think
Yeah.
they should have seen a video or two.
How many followers do you have on Instagram now?
45.
45. So if you follow him, he might get to 46.
Yeah, I mean
He means 45,000.
It's
just so we're clear.
It's slow and steady. You know.
Can you imagine if he only had 45 followers? Like
be-
literally 45. Do you know how many more women you would get
What?
having only 45 followers on Instagram?
I don't know.
Because they'd be like, "Oh, he's not out there like that.
Nah,
He doesn't."
My,
that's
my confidence doesn't match my.
yeah. But women love a man
social
who's
media.
not on social media.
They say that, but then when you get to know them, they be like, "Ah,
Well, now that you can
stop
make money,
posting?"
yeah.
make money.
Okay,
yeah.
so what is Malik?
Malik Bazil, Malik.
Bazil?
Yep.
Bazil.
Bazill.
I always say Bazil.
It's Bazil.
Bazil.
Whatever you want to say.
Okay, all
It's
right.
whatever you say, French or the American version, whatever.
Well, follow Malik
Follow me.
on all the sites. You can follow me at Maria Bruggere. You can
Please.
follow Room for Rent Pod on Instagram.
Thank you, all the renters that follow.
Yes.
That's
If you need a roommate, maybe I can hook you up with one of the guests.
Yes,
You
there we
never
go.
know when Malik's going to need a new woman to live with.
hold
Men,
on, hold
would
on
you
now.
would you live with a man?
Hell no.
Wouldn't live with a
I would
man.
never live with a guy. I
Okay.
haven't so far, so why should I try now? I just like to
I don't
keep-
know, because you never know. It might
I
be
like to
fun.
keep-
You could have the man cave.
I like to keep routine.
All right. Well, we're signing off.
Okay.
Adios.
Bye.
Bye. I got to pee again.